Hello, everyone. Patrick Buffy here. So this morning I was reading about an article that I was, like a month back, which was in February, and it was saying, a lot of people are struggling to pay off their debt, and they've been doing a lot, but they still can't go anywhere. Let me share that with you here. So it was, I think, on the CNN. It says Americans are finding it harder and harder to pay off their debt. And it just dawned on me, like, a few years back, I was in the same boat, struggling, trying to pay my debt, pay off things, and still standing the same. And it dawned on me, say, hey, let's do this video, and talk about stuff that I was doing wrong that we can also bring it out so that people can learn from it and also get. So we are going to talk about money mistakes to avoid, habits that keep you broke. That's what we're going to talk today. Money mistakes to avoid, habits that keep you broke. But before we do, so 75% of you all, my viewers, are not subscribed to the Patrick Buffy YouTube channel. That means you're not part of the F3 community. And this year, the F3 community are focusing on 3 F things, which is freedom of wealth, freedom of abundance, and freedom of increase. You see, we are doing our best to expand in wealth, abundance, and freedom. That's what we're doing. And if you're part of the community, the good thing is we do workshops, we do classes. Sometimes we do it, and if you're part of the community, even if it's paid, you get it for free, or even if sometimes you get it for discount. Depends. So, and we also go deep in stuff. So you also get access to the Patrick Solution website, where you can get budgets for free. You can do your budget for free. You can also get articles that keep us posted on whatever is going on. These days it's crazy going on. So you might want to be in tune. And when you're part of it, you get all these for free. And also you get a community where we are all in the same mind thinking, moving forward financially. So, subscribe to the Patrick Buffy YouTube channel. And not that alone, we also do Wednesday's Paradigm Shift, where we talk to people that have got different information that are changing their lives. So we get a lot. So subscribe to Patrick Buffy channel and get all those benefits. And when you do, hit the bell so that you can get notification anytime we start. So let's do this. Let's back to business. So money mistakes to avoid, habits that keep you broke. You see, the first one I'm going to talk about is being house poor. Being house poor. You see, yeah, we all need place to sleep, which is good. But buying a house you can't afford will keep you in debt. Why? You see, if you are using more than 25% of your take-home pay to pay your monthly mortgage, you will struggle. It doesn't matter how much you make. You see, I was thinking about this, some many years back when we bought our first house. We were in the same boat. We bought a house we couldn't afford. You see, I understand that trying to build wealth in America, home buying is part of it. And also, even the house being nicer is a plus, it's good. But buying a house you can't afford, I don't know about that. You might end up even losing the house. Sometimes not that, in our community, we might not lose it, but we don't sleep because you got to keep it up with 4 jobs, 2 jobs to be sure you pay. Because if more than 25% of your take-home pay, again, you will struggle. Because why? Because you have other things to pay. You have other things to pay. You see, when you look at stuff, right? The monthly mortgage now is still keep on going up. It's not something that is coming down. Yahoo News, Yahoo Finance News was talking about this. So buying a house you can afford, the realtors and the, loan officers like me, hey, I'll get you the loan. If you still insist, I'll explain it to you. But if you still insist, I'll get you the loan. I'll help you get a loan. But I'm gone. I get my money and I'm gone. And you are the one struggling in it. You see, I think about 2 years ago, a friend of mine was in the same boat and trying to buy a house. We did the numbers. I was like, dude, this is going to be tough for you. Dude didn't listen to me, went ahead and bought it. So, wanted to go visit the first hour, it was about $1 million and some change. It was a pretty house. Get there, I was like, ooh, what a house. This is a nice house. I got into the house. It looks like the house is empty. And not a lot of furniture. So I'm not saying there got to be furniture everywhere, but at least if you buy a house and you can't finish it, that means that house might not be for you. That means you cannot afford the house. Or even if you can, and you got to go borrow to finish the house, yeah, already 25% is more. You're paying about 40% of your income for this house. And you're also borrowing on top of it to finish the house, the furniture and everything. It's tough. You see, don't do and it just dawned on me because I did the same thing a few years back. Bought a house. At that time, my mortgage was about $5,500. It was me and my cousin. It was tough, younger. We have no wives, just the two of us. We bought so much house that we have no business being there. All because of what? To impress. All because of what? Just to say, hey, we bought a nice house or we bought a bigger house. And I was chilling, not being alone. We're chilling. Every friend want to do a party, come over, do a party, doing parties all the time. All because of what? Yeah, because I get a bigger house, nicer house. Looking way back, I could have got a townhome. And a lot of things happened after that. So one of the things that are making us struggle is that buy a house you can afford. Don't be a house poor. You see, because you have other things to pay. So don't not be a house poor. You can do the right things and buy the house at the right time. You can buy what you can afford at this time. And when time goes up, probably that house might also go up. And equity plus what you've put in, you can sell that house and move up. There's nothing wrong moving up in houses. So we should be very, very careful, not be house poor. If you're in that situation, try to downsize. You can, or you can increase your income. But I would prefer you downsizing than increasing your income and put it on top of it. Because if you increase your income, you can save that instead of putting on top of your house. So downsize. Some of us, like I said, we have no business in the houses we are in. If you are paying more than 25% of your take-home pay, you have no business being there. Downsize it. And don't be like a friend of mine that wanted to downsize, but looking around and say, hey, what are these people going to say? My neighbors say, you're not serious. You're not hungry. If you're really, really hungry, you do that. Number 2, let's make sure we don't try to impress. Trying to impress people. Yeah, that hurts. You see, most of us, it's not trying to impress others, but it can be, sometimes it can be leading to stress or financial strain. I'm not even talking about catching up with the Joneses. I'm just talking about just trying to impress. Impress. Yes. You see, it's nice to have that BMW. It's nice to have that Louis Vuitton, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. We do all this, what? Just to impress people. Like I said, I'm not impressed. That doesn't mean it's not nice. It's nice. Yes, it is. Some of them are nice. If you look good on you, yeah, I will compliment you. That is fine. But I'm not impressed. I'm not. Especially when you put it on credit. I'm not. So do not do everything that you can to impress people that they don't even care. You see, when you look at it, I think it was Bezos that was saying that. I said, see, people think people just take them, talked about them all the time, and put them, when they are in sleep, they are in dream, they dream about them. That is not true. Look at, you go stand somewhere and see in the morning when people are going to work. All they're looking for is how they can afford a living. Yes, when something comes about you, yeah, they will talk about it, but I don't think they're gonna. See, we just always want to impress people, thinking about what people will say about me. Oh, this my dress and all that. Like I said, and I believe a lot of people are not impressed about all these and all that. No, they are not. So stop impressing. It's good if you can afford them. Yes, I like good things. I don't know. I do love them, but putting them on credit, it doesn't make sense financially. So do not put these things on credit just to impress people. They do not care. You see, people trying to buy 3,000 shoes, 4,000 bags, and all that, and they don't even have 300 in their bank account. They don't have 300 in their checking account. They're trying to buy 50,000 cars. They don't even have 10,000 in their investment. You see, that is the reason why you're struggling. On top of that, putting on a credit. And sometimes not just that alone. Sometimes even if you can afford them, not everything that you can afford is what that you want to buy. Because sometimes you can, but you can't even maintain them, especially some cars, you can buy them, but maintaining them is so tough. So do not think that you're trying to impress people. They do not care. Yeah, I'm trying to be catching up with the Joneses. The Joneses can do math. They cannot. Yes, they make the money, or you making the money, but you spend it all just to impress people. I don't think it's a wise idea. Don't do that. Be authentic. Being authenticity is often more impressive than trying to be someone you are not. And people think sometimes when they do that, they might get friends and all that. No, building genuine relationships, people are likely more to be impressed by your character and kindness than by just being materialistic or possession of stuff and all that, super artificial. No, that doesn't work. Stop trying to impress people. And I'm talking from experience. I was house poor and I tried to impress people, but it didn't work. Rather, I was stressed. Financially, I was ruining my financial life. It doesn't work. What is this? What is the sense wearing a 5,000 shoe, a 5,000 bag, and at the end, you can't sleep? Trying to look good outside, but you can't. Like my friend, the house looks good, but inside it's like, there was nothing inside. Yeah, I'm not saying he's going in competition with anybody, but if you cannot do that, finish the house inside, that means the house might not be for you. If the house is, you spend more than 25% of your income just going to the house, it's not for you. If you're buying too much stuff, putting on credit, it's not for you. Like I said, I love good stuff. But putting on credit, I don't know about that. Number 3, these are mistakes that we have to avoid. Being cheap instead of smart. You see, there are some people, they are cheap. They think they are trying to, trying to be like, trying to keep money or so. No, there's a big difference between being frugal and being cheap. Being frugal means making smart financial decisions to save money without sacrificing sacrificing the quality or value. Being cheap is different. Being cheap is involving cutting corners. Cutting corners in a way that can lead to negativity, or it can get you to negative consequences. So don't just try to be cheap and trying to say that I'm being frugal. No, there's a big difference. Buying cheaper things, sometimes, especially like food, junk food, cheaper, your health. And sometimes not even buying some stuff. Like I said, do not put them on credit though. Or if you cannot afford them, don't do it. But let's say you're trying to buy a bag, buy a quality one that can last. Because what it is if you don't buy the quality ones, if you can afford them, you can keep on buying stuff every year. Why? Because you are cheap. You bought a cheaper one, which didn't last. So do not put the two together. Most of the time, we're trying to be cheap. It becomes expensive for us. So do not do that. Being cheap doesn't work. But being frugal is financially wise because it helps you to keep more or to save more. So don't be cheap. Buy the quality stuff you can afford, not on credit. Yes. Number 4 is getting a degree you might never use. Getting a degree you might never use. You see, I did the same thing. A few of my friends were in a science field. They were doing pharmacy. They were pharmacists and stuff. So I love it. But I wasn't a science student. So I tried to go into pharmacy. I did a prerequisite, everything. And I realized that this wasn't for me. I had wasted all this money going to that school. You see, school is very important. It's very important, but it's not the answer to all our financial needs. And some of us, we don't need to be in a 4-year college. If what you are doing, you need a degree to go do what you are doing to make the money, go do it and don't put it on credit. You see, some of us just go get a degree just for the degree's sake. And some of us, the degree even we are getting, it won't even, the return of the ROI, it's not even close. We spent 100,000 on student loans whilst making 40K a year. It doesn't make sense. Spend it on a degree that can make you more money. You see, education is good. Personal growth. Education can enrich your, life and, broaden your perspectives, contributing to personal development and all that. That is fine. Networking and all that. Because some of us, the school just the networking can help you. Also, when you're out there, and even if you haven't been allowed in school, you can also get the same networking and stuff depending on who you are. I always say, hey, not just the degree, who you are as a person also is part of it. And all this, you can learn it yourself without being there. So if you don't really need that degree, do not put them on credit and go get that degree whilst you're suffering to pay for it, but it's not making you any money. But if it's going to make you the money, go for it. But if it's not, do not do it. Because most of us, the programs that we are doing, or the careers, the jobs, don't need the degrees we did. Don't need a 4-year degree why we went. But if you can do, it's going to help you go. Or if you just want to do it, you have the money, go do it. But do not put them on credit whilst you don't have the money. Come back and you're struggling to pay. Do not do that. Like I said, I was in the same boat. And after getting my prerequisite, I was like, this is not for me. But after a while, I went back and get what I needed. Now I was more purposeful. I knew what I had. I knew what I want to do in life. So I went in and got what I needed for it. And I'm still going to be in there doing it. Getting everything that I need education-wise, because I don't want to suck on what I'm doing. I got to keep on doing it. And I love that space. I love what I'm doing. So now if I go to class, I'm excited. You know, if I'm taking any program about the same thing, I'm excited. No, I'm not just doing it for doing the sake, because I know where I'm going. I just don't go get it for no reason. Like I did earlier on. The same thing like I did on my house, like I did on education, like I was spending too much on, impressing people. Do not do that. Like I was being cheap instead of being smart, being frugal instead of being cheap. No, do not do that. Next thing is lifestyle inflation. You see, this is killing a lot of people. What I love about our community is we try and work so hard. We're trying to make sure we are getting the right information we need. We are going up. We are doing our best to get, even if we have to do 3-4 jobs, we will do it. So our income keep on increasing. But our lifestyle also keep on increasing. You see, lifestyle creep will kill you. Lifestyle creep, it's also known as lifestyle inflation, is also known as lifestyle creep. Or case when spending increases as your income also rise. And it happens more when people start making more money, earning more money, and beginning to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. So they get this and they upgrade. You see, let's say about 5 for the past 5 years, I have saved and invest money more than my entire life. Why? Because a lot of change that I did. We did something different and everything just changed. Even without increasing our income, everything changed because we changed our lifestyle and everything just changed. Why? Because we were just keep on increasing. Anytime we make something small, we increase it, we go get a car. Oh, 5 years time, the car is paid off. Oh, my income went up 5,000. Now we go get a car that we were paying 500. Now we're paying 800. You see, let me tell you this. Just do this for just a year. I know 2025 we're going to get a lot of people just begun, so a lot of people are going to get raises. Just don't increase or upgrade your life for just 12 months and see what happens. And after that, you'll be like, I'm not doing this again, because now that money is coming to you. And it's going to get you the freedom that you need, because it's giving you what? Wiggle room. And when you get a wiggle room, you get the freedom you need. And if you have freedom, right, the wiggle room gets you the options, and that will get you the freedom. And you get freedom, you can do whatever you want. You can invest it, you can save it, you can even give it away. Lifestyle creep, which is lifestyle inflation, will kill you. You see, why do we have a 40,000 wardrobe or closet and we have 200 in savings? Why do we have a 50,000 a BMW and we have nothing in our checking? Why? Lifestyle inflation will kill you. It doesn't make sense. We're making 50,000 and we're using a 60,000 car. So you're driving more than a whole year of your salary. Change that lifestyle and everything will change. You see, why are we wearing I don't even know, a 800 Louis Vuitton shoe, and we don't have even $100 in our checking account? Why? You see, if we were to say, hey, we have all these designers and all these name brands, and our bank account's going to be on our forehead, everyone will be like, oh, okay. So you got this 2,000 shoe on, you got this 2,000 bag. and you have $50 just in your bank account. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Some of us, we spend like Congress. We spend like crazy. We make the money, but everything is gone. Why? Lifestyle creep. We make go. Why? Trying to impress people. Hey, yeah, look. Sometimes we just buy stuff. A 600 shoe. I mean, sometimes we focus too much on credit score too, the same way. And that put us in debt. Spend all the time trying to increase our credit score. And the more we do that, we're trying to go in debt. If your credit score is larger than your bank account, you got issues. Yeah, you got 800, 850 credit score. But your bank account is what? 200. And yet, you make 120. And yet, you make 150. And anytime that increase, you also increase what? You upgrade your life. Like I said, just do it for 12 months. Just hold on to this year. Say, this year, I had to raise just 2,000. And I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to let the 2,000 sit. Don't even invest it. You see that, you know what is the surprise thing is? By the end of the year, you have that 2,000. And that's a plus because most of us do not have even $1,000 when there's emergency cash. We don't. We have to go borrow. The next thing is buying things just because they are on sale. Buying things just because they are on sale. Don't forget, that doesn't mean they are not expensive. It's a 50% sale. You still spend 50%. You see, discount is not going to help you be wealthy. The deed that are going to help you be wealthy is discipline. Discount will never help you be wealthy. Rather, it's a trap. Sales are on trap. You cannot continue doing the same thing. Oh, it's on sale. Go get it. It's on sale. Oh, that beverage, it's on sale. It will not help you be wealthy. But the discipline is. That is why you need the 3 buckets that I keep on talking about. If you have these 3 buckets, every money you make, you have your spending money, you have your saving money, you have your investing money. It doesn't matter whether you make increase, whether you upgrade, whether whatever it is, your income goes up, it's going to the right places. So you do not have to worry about those things. Whether there's a sale, you have your spending money, it's gone. You have your savings money, it's there for the savings alone. That is protect you. Not every money that we have to invest. Some monies are there to protect you from your investments. You have your investment money that is also investing for you. Because at some point, your money got to work hard for you. Not at some point, all the time. Because if you can't keep on working. At some point, we got to be in a position where that money is making us money. We buy stuff we cannot afford. Oh, it's on sale, then we get in it. And all these, I was talking from experience, and I just changed a little bit of something, and everything changed. And now I have that wiggle room because I won't go out there and spend if I don't need it. I won't go get a car if I don't need a car. I buy a car I can buy, that I can pay. I'll be in a house that I can afford. Anytime I'm earning more, I do not just upgrade my lifestyle. So I have a little bit to put away. I don't go there, that's the sale, then I'll go get it. No, not doing that unless I really, really need it. So folks, these 6 things will help you to put money back in your pocket. I would say if you do these 6 things, even if you don't increase your income, you might get a raise, because even if you haven't made any, like your income hasn't gone up, because you stayed away from some stuff, you have that wiggle room. And that wiggle room will give you more options. And the option gives you what? Freedom. Freedom will give you what? Joy. And the joy will give you peace. My name is Patrick Bafi. Watch out for the next video. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. See you.